get down, just who can make it. Stand tall, it gets a little better. I see the wall that we can break down together.
Hi, I'm Nicole from the PTSD Diary.
And I'm JR from the PTSD Diary.
And we wanted to welcome you to our first video blog or vlog. It's a new thing that we want to try with our blog, and hopefully this will be the first of many.
If you're like me, you don't like to read, we've been posting for the last couple of years little written things between the two of us, and this might be something new, a little more exciting. You can hear directly from our mouths to your ears instead of having to read it.
So how did we get started here? I guess would be one of the first questions people have.
This is our attempt at healing. It's been about 3 years since we went through as a couple a really rough time. When I got diagnosed with PTSD, when I had all these different appointments and all these things that we've blogged about the last couple of years, that hopefully if you're following us, you've seen what we've been through and you can see where we are now. And there's a drastic difference. This blog and now this vlog is a representation of that. This is a little bit of a victory for us.
And what we decided to do with our situation is we decided to come together. That was our biggest decision. When JR had his breakdown, we had a choice. We could continue together on the path together, or we could separate and let everyone handle their situation for themselves. We just couldn't do that. We had to come together, we had to recover together, and we had to make it through this situation together and succeed.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without Nicole. Most definitely not. We as military, we tend to think we can do everything on our own. We're very proud. We tend to think that we don't need anyone, when sometimes that's exactly what you need is someone else. What's your favorite thing about living with a veteran with PTSD?
Well, there's fun moments. A lot of them are, may be a little stressful. There might be situations that are a little confusing, but overall, the good outweigh the bad, I think.
Yeah.
I think that there's certain things that you start to get used to. I love fireworks, so we had to work together to learn how to like fireworks again. We've gotten better over the years. And, there's just little things that you make adjustments. But once I think it came out that you had PTSD, we could start to work on it. We couldn't deny it anymore.
It's been great to develop a sense of humor about this too. I've got a tough skin, a thick skin, and it's great just to be able to joke about it. It wasn't funny for a long time. It's never really funny, but you can make light of the situation. And then Nicole likes to take her jabs every now and then, and I like to think I take it like a champ.
I don't think it's me that does the jabs. I think you do more than me. You make me sound bad, like I'm doing something wrong.
It's all in good fun, and that's one of the many ways that we heal, is to have fun with it. It's a terrible thing. The best thing you can do is make something positive out of it, and a smile or a giggle is always positive. There's no denying that.
Humor has been a big part of why we're still here. You have to find the humor in certain situations. A lot of people ask, how do you learn about PTSD together? We watch a lot of movies. I think we're big movie fans, documentaries, and that's something that we do together. And it'll bring up situations. If we watch, The Hurt Locker, we'll talk about Iraq, and Jared can share his stories. I can ask him questions, and that's really one way that we've been able to come together and kind of get a better understanding of what he's been through. He gets a better understanding of what questions I have, and again, we just work on it together.
Yeah, and it all just it comes back to sharing. We began by sharing with each other, mostly me sharing with her, and now we've expanded that and we're sharing with all of you. And it's really the best way to heal is just to say something about it. Just talk about it. Sounds simple enough, not always simple, but it's always helpful.
Yeah, I agree. I think, our biggest issue is communication. We've learned how to fight with each other well. We've learned how to get through situations and come back together and have a conversation about it. I can recognize JR's triggers probably before he recognizes them. And although I don't have PTSD, I'm sure you recognize some of my stress triggers as well and have learned to work with those. But it's really, we work on communication. I'm lucky in that JR doesn't stay quiet for very long, and eventually will admit that something's bothering him.
I always win the fights.
He thinks he always wins the fights. Anyway, so this is the first of hopefully many vlogs that we'll do, maybe a little more organized in the future, but this is our first one. We wanted to give it a try, and if you have any questions, let us know and we'll address that next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
It gets a